Welcome to the Daily Decant, your 5-minute briefing on the world of wine. Each episode delivers practical insights to help you choose, order, and talk about wine with more confidence in everyday social settings. Let's get into today's decant. We are in a new week, a new country, and I want to start today with a number. Spain has more land under vine than any other country on earth. More than France, more than Italy, more than the United States, Australia, and Argentina combined. And yet, for most wine drinkers outside of Spain, the country is represented by 1 to 2 to 3 bottles. Probably a Rioja on a restaurant list, maybe a bottle of Cava at a party, and a vague sense that Spain makes good, affordable wine without being quite as serious as France or Italy. That perception is wrong, and this week we're going to dismantle it entirely. Spain is one of the most geographically and climatically diverse wine countries in the world. The country spans everything from the wet, Atlantic-infused northwest, the green, rainy Galicia region that looks more like Ireland than what most people picture when they see Spain, to the scorching, arid central plateau known as the Meseta, to the warm Mediterranean coast, and to the high-altitude inland regions where summer days are blazing hot but nights are cold enough to preserve freshness in the grapes. That diversity of climate and terrain means Spain produces an extraordinary range of wine styles, and that its native grape varieties have adapted over centuries to the specific conditions in ways that produce wines you simply can't find anywhere else. So let me give you the geographic framework for the week. The country is divided into 17 autonomous regions, and within those, 69 classified wine regions called Denominaciones de Origen, or DO, and a handful of more prestigious DOCs, or DOQs, designations at the top. We can't cover them all in a week, but what we can do is cover the 4 that matter most for your everyday wine life and that represent the full range of what Spain can do. Tuesday, we'll dive into Rioja, Spain's most famous red wine, home to the Tempranillo grape in a classification system of Crianza, Reserva, and Gran Reserva that has been shaping how the world thinks about Spanish wine for over a century. Wednesday, we'll talk about Ribera del Duero, Spain's other great red wine country, higher altitude, more extreme climate, and a style that rivals Bordeaux in structure and power. Thursday, we'll go to Priorat, the dramatic, rocky, small production Catalan appellation that produces Spain's most concentrated and expensive wines from ancient Garnacha and Carnena, vines growing in volcanic slate soils. Friday, we'll go to Albarino and the white wines of Galicia, one of the most aromatic and fruit-friendly white grapes in the world, and a complete tonal shift from everything we'll cover Monday through Thursday. Now, the native grapes, because Spain's greatest asset in wine is its extraordinary range of indigenous varieties that don't exist anywhere else. Tempranillo, the dominant red grape of Rioja, and Ribera del Duero, producing wines of medium body, earthy complexity, and remarkable age-worthiness. Garnacha, same grape as French Grenache, but in Spain it shows a spicy, wild herb character that's uniquely its own, particularly from old vines in regions like Priorat and Aragon. Monastrell, known as Moudavois in France, producing dark, powerful, savory wines from the hottest southeast. Albarino, the aromatic white of the Atlantic Northwest, all stone fruit and salinity. And Verdejo from Rueda, crisp, herbaceous, excellent value. One thing I want to flag before we dive in this week is Spain has a unique aging classification system for its wines that appears on labels and directly affects price and style. We'll cover it in depth on Tuesday, but here's the preview. The terms Crianza, Reserva, and Gran Reserva tell you how long a wine has been aged before release, in oak and in bottle, and they appear on labels across the country. Understanding them is one of the most practical skills in navigating a Spanish wine list, and by the end of Tuesday's episode, you'll have that completely locked in. The one thing I want you to carry from today is that Spain is not a simple, affordable alternative to France and Italy. It's genuinely world-class wine country with its own distinct identity, its own irreplaceable grape varieties, and a growing number of producers who are making wines that command international attention and serious prices. The difference is that Spain's best bottles are still, for now, meaningfully underpriced relative to their quality. That's the window this week is about, and tomorrow, Rioja. Don't miss it. That's today's Daily Decant. If you found this helpful, be sure to subscribe and share with your friends so you can continue building your wine knowledge in just a few minutes a day. See you tomorrow for your next decant.